y'all. Hi. Well, almost 3 years ago, 3 years ago, I did a budget video. I was in Tucson at the time. It's a very old budget. And one of my friends, I think she went through it and she watched it again and she made a comment. I would like to see you do an update of this video since inflation hit. Okay, so I've got my notes. Today we're going to talk about money, about my budget. I promised you the end of January that during February I was just going to act as usual, but I was going to record everything that I spent, and I was going to even separate like my produce with my canned goods, my essentials, and things like that. So, how much did I spend altogether? Actually, I spent a little bit less than usual. Little bit. I spent altogether $1,373. So I did have to reach into my savings just a little bit because on my Social Security, I get more than $1,000, but they take out for Medicare. So what I get is like $1,009, something like that. So I can survive off of that. Obviously, I can. But I can't really put anything away, which is one reason why I say, hey, doing these videos, doing this filming and editing, if you see it in your heart to give me a little gift, no matter how small it is, go on minivanlee.com, and I tell you to go there because I get 100% of everything, okay? All right, now there are expenses that I do have, like keeping my website going, keeping my domains going, things like that, and there is an expense for using my website builder or whatever you want to call it. I use GoDaddy. So there's an expense with that too, right? So, but I'm not including that in this. There you go. I probably should break that down and put it into a monthly, break everything up, but I didn't do it this time. Okay, so here's how I spent my money last month. It's still February, but we're almost done. There's 29 days in this. I got to turn my fan on low. It's getting warm. There we go. Blow it right on me. There we go. All righty here. Let's get comfy, cozy. Okay, so the bulk of my money was spent at Walmart. I spent $393. Yeah. That's at roughly about $100 a week. But I did break everything up. On produce, my produce here, I spent $117 for the month. Very healthy to eat that. Now, for canned goods, cheese, things like that, yeah, I spent $196. So I'm spending a little bit more on that, but it's a little bit more expensive. I do the canned chicken, I do the tuna, and then, like I said, there's cheese, eggs, whatever, all those little things that make food taste good, I guess. And then for essentials at Walmart, like paper towels, baggies, things like that, for the month, I spent $80. So that came to $393. Okay, the next big expense, well, actually it's really neck and neck, is my van. I spent $398 on my minivan. But even if I wasn't a nomad, I mean, these are things that you're going to spend anyways. Even this has nothing to do with being a nomad, right? So for car maintenance, because I just had to get my latch fixed, that was $171. My van insurance is $97. I have complete full. Now here's what I'm loving. Everybody listen to this. For gasoline, for fuel, $118. Yeah. See, I don't travel that much. And what I do is I'm a city girl, and when I'm in the city, I kind of I've carved out, it's a little bit different than last year. I carved out an area that I can spend time in. I got my storage near there. Now my senior center is near there, and it's a new park. It's in that area, and where I park at night. It's all kind of like not too much of a radius. And then of course my car wash. I've done it twice, and altogether I kind of estimated on that because I have to put quarters in. I saved $12. So altogether that came out to $398. Now, if you have something really big go wrong with your van, yeah, I mean, it's going to be more. You want to have a savings. That's the thing. You want to have a savings. Okay, so miscellaneous and gifting, because I do like to gift up money. I believe, I almost call that seed money. You seed it out. You give. And that money just, it keeps the cycle moving, right? I spent about $200 because I also had some birthdays. February is a big birthday month for my daughter-in-law, my granddaughter, and my daughter. So, yeah, both of my parents, they're no longer with us, but their birthdays were in February also. Okay, here's the other expenses. My laundry, about $38. I do not have yet a good laundromat that I have discovered. I'm just putting quarters in just to get them dry, get like my towels dry and stuff. And one time I actually took it in and I thought, well, maybe it's cheaper just to have them do it. And then I don't even have to work at it. So I did that once. It was kind of the one that I got, the lowest amount that I got was $18. But considering I probably would have spent $10. So for $8, I got it done and folded and bagged up, by somebody else. That was nice. Now here's my expenses: storage. $63 for my storage unit. It's a 5x10. And that way I have more room in my van and I'm not so crowded in here with things. And when I go to Flagstaff, that's going to be double. It's going to be double the amount for less. My phone service, cell coverage, is $76. And I did spend $81 at restaurants this month. Because I was going to Bread and Butter I did take my daughter out also to Guadalajara. And what else? Where else did I go? Well, I think McDonald's once. I actually include coffee. And our church actually has a little cafe off to the side. And a lot of times I get a coffee there. It's like $2, but those things do add up a little bit. Okay, so all that. Oh, one more thing. Because of my graphic arts and because I use QuickBooks to keep track of my expenses and income and expenses. That can run too, but I do have Apple subscriptions for usually the graphic arts. And this month it was $118. Yeah. But here's why: because some of those subscriptions are yearly and a couple of them kind of hit this month. So yeah, next month it won't be much at all. So that is my budget. That was my, and I did mention on the food. So really, 196, let's just say 200, and then 117, so $350 roughly for food. So there you go. That was my February spending. Now, as far as I did mention that there were gifts, but there were also some Amazon purchases for me. There were a couple of things that were purchases, like my coffee filter, and there were a couple other things. I can't think right now what I bought. I could go on my Amazon app and see exactly what I did spend it on. But there were things that I did buy for myself on Amazon. Here is my new budget. Okay. Next month, in the month of March, I'm only going to spend $800. That way, anything that I get on for gifts from you, or if you buy my products, or if when I make money on just from you watching, and that does really help. When you comment, when you watch, if you watch the ads, that really does help me. That anything of that I can put in my savings. I can start getting that built up again a little bit. So $800 is my new budget. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to spend $200 on food. That's going to include produce, and it's also going to include canned foods, cheese, anything of that sort. It's also, I'm going to actually include when I buy my my little packets of ranch dressing. I mean, a box of that is like $25 from Amazon. But it's kind of necessary to dip things and eat, give it a little flavor. And here's the thing that I'm going to do all next month. Excuse me. I'm going to the senior center for lunch. I'm going to do that. I mean, that's going to save me just in food right there. If I can wait, what I did this morning, I knew I was going to go, and I'm going to be going in here probably in about 40 minutes. What I did was I came out in between at the gym, and I came out here, and I opened a little can of chicken, and I ate one of my avocados. I do have avocados, and I want to make sure that I get those eaten. Yeah. So that's going to save me money right there. And then I allowed for $40 in essentials. That's hardly anything, isn't it? Oh my gosh. But what would I need? I need bags. I need baggies, and I need paper towels. There's not a whole lot more that I need for essentials right now. I pretty much am stocked up on shampoo and things like that. Oh, wipes. I will have to include my wipes in there. Yeah, that's going to be an essential. My wipes. Okay, so really the food or Walmart last time was $3.93. This time it should be $240. That is going to be a bring down of $150. Yeah. Alrighty. Now, for my car, I do not anticipate having to spend on my car to get anything fixed. I think before I go to Flagstaff, I am going to get my brakes checked because it's a lot of mountain. Once I get up there, it's going to be like this. So I want to make sure my brakes are good, but I probably won't do that till April. So yeah, I'm going to hold back on that. The next month, I just want to see if I can keep this down. So my insurance is $97. My car wash is $12. I'll estimate that again. And fuel, I'm going to put it at $120. What did I have for it this time? $118. So roughly $120 for fuel. Keep my driving down. And just do what I do. Next month, it's going to be a repeat of what I do. Okay. Now here's where the other things come in. For my laundry, I spent $38. I'm just going to put $40 down. I might maybe take it in and have them do it once. We'll see if I can still find maybe another. But in the area that I stick with, the laundromats just are kind of, yeah. Okay, storage is going to be $63 again. My phone is $76. That's a kind of a solid every month expense. Now, restaurants, I spent $81. This month, next month, I'm going to spend $40. I like to go in there. That to me is like, I could save $40 by not going at all. But my friends are there. Oh, by the way, Alexis at Bread and Butter Cafe, she texts me on Facebook and she goes, Lee, your rock has arrived. So my answer was, you rock, right? So when I go in, I still am gonna go once a week. It just matters to me, and that's even bare minimum. It's a little teeny weeny tip, and it's the early bird breakfast special with coffee. And that's about $10. So I figured if I go once a week, that's like $40. Okay. And then next month, my Apple subscriptions are only going to be $20. I think I had a few of them that kind of clicked in on me. Then what I'm going to do is I put down, that was like $700, and I thought, that's kind of making it tight. So I put down for play money, just a little extra, just in case, maybe something might break. I need to buy it from Amazon or something. That's $100. So there you go. $800 I'm going to keep to my budget for next month. Now, I know I thus heard that $1,400 is average for a senior citizen Social Security coming through. Now, I know a lot of you do have pensions. You worked all your life somewhere, and you have a good pension. Maybe it was the auto field, you were for cars, whatever that was. My dad had a really good pension. You don't find pensions very often anymore. Some of you have money coming in through investments. You have investment money. Some of you just have money, royalties or whatever that you have coming through, and you get income from that. Okay? So I know that some of you probably have an average of maybe $3,000 to $4,000 that you have coming in every month, that's spending money, and then what you don't spend you can just save. I so think that is so cool. So some of us do have to have side things going on to where we can make money. Now, here's an extra way that you can make money. If you have a skill, what about in the city that you're in when you're traveling, what about registering for a temp service? A lot of you, if you have computer skills, and I know you do, some of you don't have the computer skills, but I don't know. I mean, we've had computers for a very long time, not trying to shame you or anything, but I have really good computer skills. And, I thought about registering for a temp service. What about DigiKey up in Minnesota this summer? Yeah, DigiKey. Just look it up, DIGI and then KEY, and apply. And they've got a system for nomads. What about Amazon? Although I don't think there's as many jobs coming through. What about just work and apply at Walmart and work there for 4 or 5 months? I've heard that you can actually transfer the same in Walmart as you can for Amazon, where you say, well, I want to transfer to another place, or I'm going to resign, correctly, and then I can reapply within the next day. I can reapply in another state, in another city. So there's also that too. And I would just keep your eyes and ears open. Maybe it might be, we've got camp hosting going on this summer, right? You could apply for those. So I believe if you can, I'm gonna do the 800. I've done it before. You can do the 800 if you only have like 1,400 coming in, and then you can get your savings going. Because I'm telling you right now, your savings is so important. You must have a really good, solid savings account. If something happens to your van, you need to be able to go and get another one. Now, you can take out a loan or whatever, but you can also go on Craigslist like I do and buy one for cash. I have enough money in my savings account for that, just for that, yeah. Or if something really big happens. But if there was a huge amount, like if my transmission went down, that can be like $2,000-$3,000. No, I probably would go look for another minivan. Yeah, I probably would. I wouldn't fix it. So there you go. There's my budget challenge. Yes. And till tomorrow, I'll have another subject for you. I don't know what it is, but I will. I promise. Are you going to be here? Of course you are. I love you. Mwah. So, yeah. Money, money, money. Money, 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 money. Money. I love you. Please subscribe and check your subscription. Are you subscribed? Because YouTube is still unsubscribing people. So subscribe, okay? And give me a thumbs up. And you got the book. That helps support me. How to Live in a Minivan, the Minivan Lee Way. And go get your neck gaiters and your sunglasses and or an exercise video. Or just give me a gift, okay? Yeah. And I really appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Uh-oh, he's going to follow me. Oh, my God. What now? What now? Ouch. What do you want? You want food? You want to come home with me? You want to come? You want to come home? Oh, stop. He's my amusement. He's my morning amusement. Go home. Go back to your friends. Go to your friends. Bye. Bye. Maybe they'll let me be part of their gang. Maybe there's an initiation. I have to waddle and chew on people's food, on their shoes. Yeah. Bye. Parting is such sweet sorrow.